All right. We are live. We are back here on twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious. If you're watching after the fact or in vertical, you are over on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. Like, subscribe, share, comment, all that stuff. Folks, we are here today. We are working on Fresh Youngman, freshest youngest man. He is the casual cyclist of Rad Pro Wrestling, and he is me. Nika Beans, welcome in, welcome. Oh my goodness. First, oh my gosh, it feels 1996 Brendan Storage Wars, Daryl Sheets dead at 67. Oh no. Is that real? That's a shame. That's a young age. God, I hope I make it to 67. That would be shocking and amazing if I managed that. Just woke up from nap number 294,748 since Vegas. All well earned, I am sure. And you never know. You never know what tonight might be. We're pretty close to finishing Fresh Youngman here. This initial sculpt of Fresh Youngman for his first test print, so he can go in the old vending machine. And if we finish him, who knows? We may very well have to work on a Joey Nails. Joey Nails has been asking about it. Maybe a little Joey Bacabella. I mean, he has some of his own figures now. He found a sculptor that did some for him, so you never know. You never know. Guys, we've been working on some channel improvements. I'm very excited to say. If you have been tired of the chiptune that normally plays when I do these, have no fear. Our pal, our boy, Coral, has come through for us. Coral, who makes our music, has come through for us with a new track. This is his take on the loop that plays in the background in Tomorrowland. This is his take on that. I'll let that kind of play in the background while we work here. And yeah, channel improvements. I have started programming the sound effects on the Stream Deck. So I'll be occasionally, if I crack a really good joke, you never know, you might just have to let people know. Maybe sometimes we might need to hear from Tex Ferguson, I mean, look at Fresh Youngman. He's out here in a bicycle helmet. He thinks I'm jealous of that.
He's jealous of that.
So there's other sounds. Those are just the ones I'm thinking of at the moment. But yeah, we gotta work on old Fresh here. Fresh, the freshest youngest man. I think the shorts are probably going to be nice and visible. We'll be able to tell that he's wearing shorts. We'll be able to tell he's wearing a shirt. I think the gloves are fine. I really think that at this point, the only thing we need to finish is the ears, and we need to give him a beard and a mouth. And if we can do all that and make it pretty good, and if Joey Nails shows up, we might have to work on a Joey Nails. But yeah, thanks for hanging out here on a Wednesday night. Boy, I got started a couple minutes later than I really would have liked to. Yeah, honestly, just I feel like I thought I drew a mouth on this guy last time. It didn't save. His nose is looking good though. We got the nose where we needed it, and we'll have to sculpt the ears. Hey, Without Darkness, welcome. You can see our view count going higher.
Not higher. Eye level.
Yeah, that's right. I'm messing around with the soundboard. I mean, look, I'm funny. Okay.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
There was a couple. There's a couple lines from different things that I wanted to put in there, and then when I went to try to find them, I couldn't find the line. I couldn't find the line that I wanted. Yeah, the grid. Look, Tech, if I can make tech work for me, it makes me laugh. And I think it's just because I'm old, you know?
It's fine. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired.
I totally-
and I work with fucking children.
All right. I think we need to give him just like a little smile here, and then we can work on building out the beard and carving in some ears. Once we get that done, that's it. That's Fresh Youngman. Okay. All right. Let's be judicious with this. I'll just be decaying in the corner. Look, I only programmed 7 sounds, okay? And so far you all have heard, I think, 6 of them. But there will be more, and there's other things I can make the thing do. I just haven't programmed it yet. So we're gonna get there. All right. I think it's gonna be, yeah, that's gonna work. All right. We're just going to give him that little sort of cartoony smirk. Fresh Youngman is not not the type to have much more of an expression than this. And we got to remember, he's going to have a beard in a minute. So just needs a little bit. Only have a few more weeks. I'm excited to see what your all-day stream brings. You know, part of it is I have a lot of behind-the-scenes tech stuff I have to program for it. I do have a lot of cool ideas. I've got a couple physical things I need to work on to get ready for it. You know, without giving too much away. And maybe I should give more away. Maybe I should tell folks more of what I have in store, more of what I've planned. Maybe that'll, you know, be more incentive for folks to hang out on the stream, but you know, without giving too much away. I do need to restring my guitar and get that tuned so it's ready to go. Well, anyway. I need to finish programming the Stream Deck. I have some media that I need to have ready to go. When Mega 64 does their long streams, they do a segment they call Media Share, and I'm kind of ripping that off a little bit. It's not a terribly original concept. It's essentially watch along, but short form watch along, where, you know, we pick little piles of things and people can submit things. You know, just that kind of thing. And I think that'll be part of it. That'll be fun. You know, I think part of the theme on it is, you know, I'm streaming on a Saturday and I'm starting early. So to me, the way a early Saturday morning stream starts, you know, I'm gonna have to be eating breakfast. I'm probably gonna be eating breakfast at the beginning of the stream, but, you know, can't just eat breakfast. That's not entertaining. So what do? I think we watch some Saturday morning cartoons. Like, I think that's the move. You know, we enjoy some cartoons together, and I have some in mind. I do have some in mind. All right, we need Fresh Youngman has mustache. That's not coming in fast enough. We need this to be stronger. About like a 2 and see what that does. Yeah, we'll just give him sort of a cartoony mustache here. That's okay. I don't mind that. What do we think? Is Saturday morning cartoons a good way to start the stream? For an all-day stream that's on a Saturday? I think it's pretty good. I got some good ones I've picked out. Like, essentially what I want to do is I want to, with some of the media share stuff, some of the watch-along stuff, because there's going to be other things. You know, we're going to play some video games. We're probably going to do some work on some toys, you know. With all that stuff, you know, my feeling is, you know, we kind of know what we're in for there. With some of the like other stuff though, watching some cartoons, watching some other things, I want to curate it to be like very, very me, if that makes sense. I want people who watch to go, oh yeah, that's definitely something that we watched on a Perry stream. So I've been scouring the web and saving links, and I have there are some full length things I was thinking of putting on, including like full length movies, because Twitch isn't going to do anything about it as long as I don't save it for rewatch. So that's the other thing. It's not going to be up for rewatch. The day long stream, you're either there or you weren't there. That's just going to be how that goes. So you should definitely be there. Let's see. Let's I guess we will just full on get the beard in here before anything else. Uh-oh. Hey, the alert went off. Look at that. Can you believe it? The alerts don't always work. Day Without Darkness Pop Show a Toy. So this is the other half of one I did the other day. We got the music from Coral playing in the background since we've been talking about Coral. Last time I showed, he had some singles for me that he had come across. I showed that he had gotten me the Amish Paradise single. He also at the same time got me the other single from the Bad Hair Day album. This is Weird Al Yankovic's Gump. And on the flip side, on the B side, is the theme song from the motion picture Spy Hard. If you've never seen Spy Hard, it opens with Weird Al's sort of take on a like a classic Bond theme, performed entirely underwater. The entire music video, he's underwater. Now, Spy Hard, interestingly enough, wasn't on the Bad Hair Day record. It was on the soundtrack to Spy Hard, of course. And it was on a rare compilation. It was one of the first like CD compilations, like big box sets that Al ever was kind of forced to put out by his record label. He was pretty vocal about not liking putting out compilations, but it was required by his record label. And so on this compilation, there was almost no new material. So he insisted a few things that were a little harder to find beyond there. His parody of the Crash Test Dummies. They had their famous song. I always forget what the original was called, but it's the that one. He had a parody of that called Headline News that didn't quite make the cut for Bad Hair Day. That went on the compilation, and also on the compilation was the theme to Spy Hard. And forever, that little single that I just had and that compilation were the only way to get that until he released his box set on vinyl, the Squeeze box set. Then you could actually get it. Joey Nails in the house, got his theme song. Joey, we got some of the sounds set up here. I've been working on getting this Stream Deck to do some funny stuff. So we got a little bit of some stuff set up. Yeah, that's maybe that is what we need. Maybe I need to make a Joey Nails entrance theme that'll play whenever he comes in the stream. Should I shave down to just a mustache? Would I look cool? I mean, that's kind of already been done, right? Like, if nothing else, AG definitely has the market kind of, although he kind of has a bit of a beard going now. Want to enter like crazy? Yeah, you want to bust through the door. You know? Yeah, look, Joey Nails is out here. Everyone's popular. Everyone wants to hear his song. He's got his own special entrance.
He's jealous of that.
Joey Nails on a 3-stream watch streak. He's got to get those numbers higher.
Not higher, eye level.
Yeah, the Stream Deck was a fun purchase. Okay, I'll give it to you, guys. I'll give it to you. Joey Nails researching alerts. That makes me on edge. Joey, if you're going to set anything off that you really, really want to hear, let me know and I will turn off. The new theme you're hearing is Coral wrote me a little, it's his take on the music that plays in Tomorrowland and in Future World and Epcot. So I kind of have that plan. But if you're going to set something off and you need me to kill this music, let me know. I will turn it off for a bit and we'll hear any and all alerts that you may decide to set off. Need this to be a little bit messy. Right now, I'm really just given like the indications of the texture because I can then sort of stretch and reform this. And if this work goes as quickly as I think it might, we may have time to do a little work on another character. We might be able to get started on a Joey Nails maybe. Which is no surprise to Joey Nails. We've talked about that. Although Joey has his own toys. Joey went through, I think, Joey, you went through the same person that Sydney did for his toy design, right? The alert didn't trigger. Typical Twitch. All right, don't worry, I got you. I'm on it. That simply will not fly. As soon as it stops trying to run the one that it didn't run, I will trigger a fresh one. There we go.
But in this business of show, you have to have the heart of an angel and the hide of an elephant.
But you've never actually had an audition.
Well, excuse me. Excuse me.
You know, there's a little Tobias in all of us. The man inside me. Making some decent progress here. Because if there's anything I've learned, it's that these particular figures are so small that these little details, while visible, do not have to be particularly precise. You went through Sydney's guy. Yeah, you know, it's interesting with the minifigs. I'm seeing a lot of people, including Max Smash Master at Rad. You know, he has his minifigures that he's doing. That's why I'm making Fresh Youngman here. And one of the issues with the minifigures being done on the filament printers have gotten way good. Okay, there's some really good ones. If you have like a Bamboo Labs, one of those, really nice. No, I didn't get the TTS working in the headphones. For the life of me, I can't make that work. And I've realized it's definitely related to something about how I'm triggering sound into my own headphones. Because I also can't hear Coral's Tomorrowland music that you're all hearing right now. That doesn't play for me. It only plays for all of you. No clue what to make of that. No idea. But we're going to figure it out. Look, I'm capable of a lot of things, okay?
I can't draw a straight line. I don't have the talent.
But I'm going to figure it out. Yes, that was Bob Ross telling me I'm not a good artist. Really, really enjoying having the sounds I can trigger here. Okay, we need to extend this beard out to make it shaped more like Perry. And for that, he's jealous of that.
He's jealous of that.
We're gonna do our little, where's our little our grab, and then we need to make the radius bigger. Whoa, too big, too much.
Not higher, eye level.
Oh goodness, I hope that didn't go over your TTS, Adam. Now, one thing I do need to fix on the TTS, I do need to go in and I'm supposed to add moderations because there are certain things that people will make the TTS say that breaks terms of service and then you get in trouble. I need to be careful about that. Too big, not miniature enough. Yeah, one of the issues with the filament printers doing them, and filament printers have gotten pretty good. But one of the big issues is the detail isn't not the same, you know? When you look at like what I get out of my resin, I don't have one of them up here. The detail on a resin print is way better. You know, like it's still like I would rather people have figures that, you know, I would rather people have figures and them not be incredible than people not have figures. I am a proponent of more. Let's have toys on the indies. I think it's awesome. I think it's better for everyone. I think that everyone having toys means everyone buys everyone's toys. Like there's money to be made. Like let's do it, you know? Not, you know, I don't like this is why like when Max Smashmaster from Rad, you know, the idea for his toy line was mine. I told him I thought he should do it. And he was going to go through me. And when the opportunity arose and he said, hey, I'm going to hire an artist to do it because I want to move on this really fast. I was like, yeah, dude, do it. Like, let's go. Why wait? You know, I firmly believe that Seinfeld quip. But yeah, Adam says, now I'm not hearing it. It's not working. It's not working. What? TTS is not working. Are you kidding me right now? All right. Freaking TTS. Are you kidding me? Get a look here. Okay, it should be working on that end. This end, it should be working. Yeah, I don't know. Guys. And I'm gonna go handle this for just a second. I think what I need to do for the moment. It's so annoying. Super annoying when that happens. All right, for right now, I have just disabled it because I'm not going to troubleshoot it live. That would not be terribly interesting to watch. So if you refresh the page, it will no longer show as an option. We will fix that though. We will get that up and running. I think I'm going to go through a different provider for it. It's a third-party thing. And the one that I've gone through, people claim to have good success with. I so far have not. So I think I'm going to probably switch over and go through Tangia, who I know like that's who Mega 64 uses. And, you know, why would I use anything but the whatever's the best? All right, we've made his head very round and I want to fix that. So we are going to not like that. Let's go way out. Let's push that in. Let's push that in. That looks a bit more human. I'm going to pull that down just to make it even. There we go. That's looking like Fresh Youngman. Bald head. He could have hair there. I don't think on a minifigure it's really going to matter all that much. Now I need to plate. Yeah. Need to make all of that a bit bigger. He's jealous of that.
He's jealous of that.
It's really annoying that the TTS isn't working. I'm very sorry about that, guys. But I appreciate you all giving it a shot.
You can't give up. You gotta stand right up. You gotta run to a window and say,
"Hey, these floors are dirty as hell. And I'm not gonna take it anymore." I do love the emotes that go with the rest of this. Like that is a highlight for me. Okay. I'm going to call that beardy. I think that's looking pretty beardy to me. So now we're just going to go in and we gotta make his ears look a little more like ears. I have no idea how I'm going to do this. We're going to give it a shot. Step 1 is to round. Okay. All right. Okay. Maybe it won't be that hard. We're going to round that. We're going to put this like way down. Yeah.
I'm a monster!
I'm glad the regular alerts are still entertaining. I do have a list of new potential alerts, and I've been telling folks, if there are alerts that I currently have that you really enjoy, get them out of your system now, because some of them I get pinged on copyright, so some of them are going to go away. Some of them also have been a little less popular, like I don't see them as much, and some of those may end up going away. And yeah, I think I'm also going to try in the future. I'm going to try specifically to sort of make their cost, little to like very, very expensive, like very reflective of length of clip. As if I have a 45-second clip that's really inexpensive, like that's a lot of interrupting the stream. I kind of want to make it feel right, I want to find the happy medium there. All right. And ears sort of have this thing that goes on. That's sort of like that Matt Groening ear. Smooth this down more. Grab, we're going to push that in a little. Push that in some. All right, we're going to call that, ugly as it is, an ear, because ears are ugly. That's just how life is. You got to give yourself shooter ear. Oh, little cut. I got this sweet cauliflower eel.
He's jealous of that.
Cauliflower ear? That's hard to say. Don't pick on me. I'm old.
It's fine. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired. And I work with fucking children.
I can't have shooter ear. He's a casual cyclist. He's not really much of a wrestler. Frankly, neither am I. Technically, that includes me. It does include you, but I mean, compared to me, you are kind of a kid,
Tell me when I'm telling lies!
I'm having a lot of fun with these sounds. If you guys can't tell, I'm very much enjoying this new toy. I waited to program it because I wanted to get other stuff working first, and now I'm like, oh, how did I ever live without this?
Not a coward? Would a coward have this?
What the hell is that?
These are my words, Mother. From Arnie. The seal is for marksmanship, and the gorilla is for sand racing.
Joey Nails popping the alerts. Let's go. Oh, what was that one? Reached a new bit goal. Guys, we broke the bit goal. Another winner. Guys, next bit goal is going to have to be higher.
Not higher, eye level.
Thank you, Joey Nails. That means we have just paid off this microphone. Just yesterday, I was telling Johnny Torres that we were very close. We were very. I know. Day Without Darkness. I know. I'm kind of a kid compared to you. I was telling Johnny Torres, I got to figure out what to do on the next, for the next bit goal. Like I set the bit goal usually based on some purchase I want to make.
Chad, too bad. You think I care that you got a new green jacket? You think I care that Susie brought you a green jacket? Guess what Susie got from me? A son named Terry Jean that looks just like old Tex. That's what, and I know for a fact that you sent Bad News Allen to do my eye, but unlike you, I can afford an eye patch, pal. You think, Chad, too bad that I don't know that you sent Freddie Blassie with his file down teeth to fight out my other eye? Huh? But luckily, Chevy Engineering and a dual exhaust got me back here to Southpaw Regional Wrestling, and come lethal leap year, come lethal leap year, come lethal leap year, too bad. A big boot, a lariat, and a 1, 2, 3, and this territory will belong to me again. I'm just gonna need some help, being able to find the ring.
Joey Nails finding the good one. I know. Joey Nails is this stream brought to you by Joey Nails. We're gonna get a little sponsored by Joey Nails banner. I think would be pretty appropriate. I'm gonna make our little ear nubbin here, because this is how I draw ears. I do the Matt Groening where it's just a G. Those who know me in real life know that is actually kind of appropriate. Harry stream animation right. Why did I give up animation rights? Baby Banana. The character named Baby Banana Grabber is killing me. Joey Nails alert. I mean, we do have the Joey Nails. I have to scroll to find my own emotes. By the way, I do have new emotes. They're not all going to be appropriate tonight. They're more gaming centric emotes. We do have the emote, but I said I was going to make them. And so for the next time I'm gaming, I do have, we have the pro gamer and the aw crap emote that I made today. I think those came out pretty good. Yeah, I am open, feel free to share it in the Discord or to just tell me in the chat now. But I am open to suggestions for let's see. What can I do? Let's see. I want to make the mustache more noticeable. Boy, that thing is hideous. I should have subdivided that a bit. Oh well. Let's see what happens if I hit it with the old inflate. Where's the inflate? Oh, I am using inflate. Goodness gracious. All right. Well, that's going to have to do. Let's hand back and get a look here. I think he's looking pretty good. Like, this to me is promising as a figure. Let's see. Going to cap with him next Friday. Hey, all right. Going to record another winter clip with Sydney for an alert. I like that. That's really good. Oh, an aw man one. I wanted to make a dang it one, because I say dang it a lot on stream, and it really didn't. The words didn't fit very well. But aw man, that's going to work really well. Yeah, it's crazy how I didn't realize prior to streaming this much that I don't really swear all that much. It was streaming that I realized. Is that a Bob Ross? Whose channel is that from? Pixel Bob. Oh, do they just already have that in here? Bob Ross is mean. He doesn't think I'm a good artist.
I can't draw a straight line. I don't have the talent.
See? Just mocking me. Yeah, until I was streaming, it never really occurred to me that I don't really swear very much. Well played. That's a good one. What cool emotes do I have? I made this one just the other day, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think that's a very Perry emote. I also made this in case finding the salute emote takes too long. We do have Stanley Spadowski kind of rushing the camera. And if the hook ends up taking too long to find, I do have Buster screaming that he's a monster. Yeah, there it is. Nick Beans found him. I don't know whose channel that one is, but I see that one a lot. Sort of got a Night at the Roxbury vibe. Expansive enough vocabulary that swearing isn't needed much. Yeah, I get. I will always find Baby Buster. They're trying to kill Baby Buster. Yes, from the movie, from the videos. Maybe that's a line. That could be an audio alert that I put on my thing. They're trying to kill Baby Buster. Or maybe just, well, we're just blowing through nap time. That could be one. I don't want them to all be straight from Arrested Development, though. You know, I want to do some other stuff. Like the only one I've yet to play is it's Cyril. I couldn't find a really good clip of it, so I just took the best one I could find. It's Cyril from Archer screaming "Suppressing Fire." Suppressing fire! Like that one could work. Yo quiero leche, yo quiero. Apparently, it had a big impact on these gentlemen. Yeah, it's true. Being of Irish descent, you would think I would swear a lot more. Like, I mean, I do swear. I definitely do. Just, I don't know, not that much. All right. I think I do want to make the grooves in his head a little deeper, which is a weird sentence. Okay, not like that. Not higher, eye level. Strength way up. Yes, down, and then I draw. Is that what I did? I can't do that. I don't like that. Harry swears when he's angry and it's indoor. Yeah, people have a hard time taking me seriously when I'm angry. I don't know if it's just because it happens so rarely or what. Okay, yeah, that kind of groove is much better. That's gonna work. You would think that not higher.
Not higher, eye level, eye level.
I mean, you would think being like actually a very large guy, that when I'm like pissed and angry, it would mean more, but it doesn't. I don't know. I think everyone kind of just knows like, that's just Perry. He's fine. I mean, the truth is I don't even swear that much when I'm really angry. And I think maybe that diminishes. maybe that takes away from it a bit. It reminds me of your dad when he was younger. Yeah, definitely. If there was no beard, if it was just the mustache, definitely my dad when he had his long hair. Those who know my dad would never guess that he once had long hair like I have, but never in my lifetime. It was cut before I was born. But he had long hair and he rode his bicycle everywhere all the time. Okay. So one last look around. I'm feeling pretty good about this fresh Youngman. I am going to go ahead and hit the old save on it so we don't lose anything. Feeling pretty good about that. Now let's see. If we're going to do a minifig of Joey Nails. Like Joey Nails, you just had little minifigs made of you. So, I mean, it seems to me like mini Bacabella is probably more needed, right? No, I don't know. It's hard to say. Day Without Darkness says it was glorious. I was scared when I saw him with short hair for the first time. I don't even know when the last time I saw a photo of my dad with long hair was. Like, I would have been a little kid the last time they showed that to me, like, you know, kind of as a laugh, like, look, your dad used to have long hair. But I would have been pretty little the last time I even saw a picture of that. Because I know that he cut it quite some time before I was born. A few years anyway. Because I have seen pictures that they have from just before my brother and I came along, where my dad does have short hair already. I want the muscle version of nails. Okay, all right. I like that. I like the way you're thinking. So if we're going to do that, we need to do a little bit of collective research. So I'm going to leave this as it is. We're going to call that Fresh Youngman. So we need to do a little bit of research together, Joey Nails, if we're going to do the muscle style figure. We are type in Nikuman Keshi toys. We're going to jump directly into the image search. Joey Nails says, may I join a call? You may. Give me just a moment to pull up the old Discord. We'll get you on the line here, because there's certainly a collaborative portion to what we're talking about doing here. Let's see. I'm going to invite you to one right now over on the Discord. Okay, I just sent you an invite. Let me know if you find it. I did save. Thank you, Day Without Darkness. I did in fact save. And then just because I too am a little weary of such a thing, hit the old save button again, just in case. When we're done here, okay, so let me update you guys on how the minifigure sales have gone while we wait for Joey Nails to join us. I'm going to be watching the chat, Joey, just to see if you pop in. Bro, these invites never works. Okay, so Joey Nails, if you go to the Discord, there is a channel called Livestream Hangout. If you hop into that, which you should be able to, let me know. Okay, I'm just going to join your call. Oh, there you go. I think you're in. You're in. Right? Are we in? Are you also in? Did that work? Did that do it? Maybe that didn't do it. I saw Joey Nails was incoming. Right, here we go. Joey Nails call. Join voice. Hang up on that one. Go back here. Join voice. Why did it send me back here again? We're out of there. Over here. Now I'm here. Oh, I think I did it. I'm there. All right. Of course I did. There we go. Joey Nails, you with me?
Yes.
Yeah, there he is. Now
awesome.
He's coming through. All right. So what we need to do, I know you're watching the stream and you'll be like a half second behind me or so.
Yep.
We need to find a muscle figure that is roughly in a pose that you would like.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hop into Tinkercad, and like I did with the others, because I don't want you to just have like a generic pose that's like the ones I already have, you know? Like I kind of want all of them to be unique.
Yep.
So I'm going to hop into Tinkercad where I sort of have the blank that I started, and we will reshape and repose so that it's like you.
Okay. I like this. I like this a lot.
And then once the blank is good and we've kind of roughed a lot of the big shapes out, then I'll import it into Blender and we'll do all the sculpting. It'll probably be a 2-stream thing, but that's tended to be the case with these.
Yeah. No, that's totally all right with me.
Especially, you know, we're getting started on it halfway through this stream. So, okay. So you're watching on my screen here.
Yep.
And you know, you sort of get the feel for what these look like. And some of these I'm taking careful note because like that's going to be the one that I kind of copy for like a Delmy eventually. Like you can sort of see it just looking at it. Like, yeah, that's got a bit of a Delmy look.
Yep. Yeah.
So I like to look through these and see like which ones sort of have a pose that feels like that character. Like this one, maybe not bad for Joey Nails. Like I almost think like that sort of like, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely not opposed. Yeah.
Yeah. That's one we can keep as a maybe. but it's always worth kind of looking around and seeing what else there is. You know, like I kind of did like this guy for mine.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm seeing like there's a few that sort of have that pose. So that's a fairly classic pose. I like this one that looks like, is that supposed to be Arnold? What is that?
That looks like a Conan the Barbarian ripoff, kind of.
Right. Which was Arnold. Arnold was Conan.
Oh, yeah.
That's me being old. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking.
I just want to say this now is that I give you full rights to, if you were to do like a multi-pack of these for like your sales or anything like that, you are welcome to use mine.
Throw a Joey Nails in there. Yeah, I may.
If you want that, like I know you're doing the Perry 5-pack.
Yeah, I may sneak a couple into the old the vending machine. People never know what they're gonna get, you know.
Yeah,
I think that's half the fun. And
I'm waiving animation rights.
At some point, I'm designing up my own version of this. I don't know if you've been on any of the streams where I showed the Kinnikuman arena for these toys that they sold in Japan. It's incredible. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Hang on.
Yeah. So are you able to blow up that image a little bit?
We're side questing.
I'm more than okay with this. Here, give me 1 second. I'm gonna make this financially viable for you.
But in this business of show, you have to have the heart of an angel and the hide of an elephant.
But you've never actually had an audition.
Well, excuse me.
Here we go.
Excuse me. All right, so let's see.
One of the images in the search was, "Is this an addiction?"
Oh yeah, it is. These toys are definitely an addiction. Okay, so let's see if there's a nice big version of this. Can we? Yeah, there we go. So check this awesome out. Balconies that figures can be in, like their fans, and then up here they have these little transparent cards with the cartoon characters. The banners, like in Japan, and the whole thing's a dome, like the Tokyo Dome, and then the little ring is down there with a ring bell and everything. Like, so cool.
That's awesome.
And the whole thing, and there's the little microphone that comes down on a pulley for the announcer. And then you can only sort of see it here, but there's like tournament brackets like up here.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so cool. Like, just like every time I've seen this toy, I've been blown away by it. They are, so there's a few problems with them. One is they're impossible to frickin' find in America unless you're buying from an old collector. The other is, as you can guess, they're crazy expensive. Yeah, here we go. Here's a good picture.
Give me a second here.
Oh yeah, there it is. Look at that.
That's sick.
And then the third problem is, and this is like an actual problem with the piece. Now tell me, what would you do? What is your instinct? If you had this, what do you do with it?
I say play with it.
Right? And if you're not playing with it all the time, you set it up, and what are these little shelves filled with?
The figures.
Right. Unfortunately, the type of plastic they made this out of and the type of rubber plastic they made the figures out of reacts slowly over time, and the arena melts.
That's ridiculous.
The pictures that collectors have shared on Facebook are unhinged. It's like it looks singed, but there's never any flame. It's just off-gassing from the old plastic, and it all gets soft and melty and destroyed. So like,
the figures slowly melt through it, basically.
Yeah. Like it takes years, but like you would set them there for years. Like that's what they're there for.
That would be your display piece.
Yeah.
And then you'd come back to it, and like you would just hear one of them fall, and then come back and be like, "Huh, that's strange."
Yeah. Thankfully, if you had the model for this, which no one has really scanned or updated, like you'd have to design it whole cloth, and then you 3D printed it, different type of plastic that most people 3D print with, and the little guys, I mean, I make mine out of resin, and it's not a thermoplastic, and it doesn't off-gas the same way. So my figures would be fine. There are some folks who have designed like this is a 3D printed sort of mini replica of it that someone made. They used one of those printers that does like the multicolor printing. And then some other folks in some of the collectors groups have made their own sort of like different variations on the idea, but none of them quite have that, something about those banners and like those little cards and stuff. Like, you're not going to recreate that the same way. It just feels like old school Japanese wrestling. It's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. That was a huge side quest for us. All right.
No, it was all on topic, I believe. Anybody who's here to watch this stream, this is what they're here for.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Fair enough. So let's see. So that sort of like arms down angry pose was my first instinct, but we don't have to jump at the first idea. I saw you had the pose with sort of like the fist to the face on the other figure.
Yeah. I want to avoid that pose because so that was a pose of a photo that I took like one of my first matches, like my first like actual match I had, and it was before I was like working with Sydney, and he messaged me, and like we knew each other from Limitless, but like he messaged me, he's like, hey, never do that pose again. And I was like, wait, what? He's like, yeah, it's the most generic wrestling pose I've ever fucking seen. I never want to see you do that again. And I was like, I understand, sir. But the guy who did my figures, and I'm not complaining about it at all, but he pulled that photo from my socials and used that for the figures.
Yep.
Which Sydney didn't have a problem with, but it was
right.
Like,
well, and when you pull photos of Joey Nails, that would be one of the first like poses you would see. Yeah. So like I totally get how that happens. Let's see. Are there any other specific poses? Do you have any poses that you tend to think of with your persona?
I have like this. It's not very Kinnikuman, unfortunately, but like the kind of the Fighting Irish pose. But
let's see. Do you have a photo of that you could send me real quick that you could drop into the chat?
Yep. Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, just drop it into our Discord chat when you have a second. I'll drag it into screen.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm also working on. I'm gonna have specific packaging for all this stuff, and like on the vending machines, there's always the little like on the front of the glass. There's like the display of what the toys are. So I'm gonna design something up for that so that the machine kind of looks the way you would think it would from a grocery store.
Yep. I have this pose, which is like one of my more recent ones I've like been using for at least like my promo photos and stuff that I've been putting out. Here, I'm sending the image to the general right now. It's not the Fighting Irish one I was talking about, but
gotcha. Well, let's take a look here. General. Yeah, you're right. That's not the Fighting Irish one. I would not have described that as Fighting Irish, but see what you're doing. Let's see.
This one was on a lot of my 8x10s here. Just kind of like the double fists. I think it might be kind of like some other poses. It's nothing original, but
okay. So when you say Fighting Irish, you're thinking
that's not the Fighting Irish one. I just keep finding ones before it.
Hang on, I think I know what you're talking about, and I'm gonna find.
So it was the one that, the photo I have in mind is the one that I did when you were at Limitless and I was getting my photo. Oh, here you go. Here's the actual Fighting Irish pose. It's not the same photo.
Right. That's what I was thinking. Is it was gonna be like I picture like the Lucky Charms guy getting angry.
Yep.
Or,
oh my goodness.
Or specifically, it's the Ron Swanson steakhouse picture.
Yep. Which is actually really funny because at my last Crown of Maine show, the crowd started cheering Leprechaun at me, but in support of me.
Yeah, something like that. The Ron Swanson steakhouse picture. Charles Mulligan's Steakhouse, the best damn steakhouse in the damn state. It's Joey. Joey is just a wee fella. Day Without Darkness. Joey, how tall are you?
I am 5'2" and better than you.
Love that. You know, this is like so many guys that are smaller in wrestling. They see it as like a big detriment, right? And like I can see that for sure. Like I can see where they would think that. But like, what are you gonna do? Like you can't get taller. I can't get shorter. It's not a thing any of us can do. Like, so you gotta either embrace it or like, I don't know, at least not complain about it, right? Like 5'2" and better than you is pretty good.
Yeah, like I came up with that when I was like, but like I always like even as like a teenager, I was always like in high school, whenever I'd like complain about people making fun of me like about my height, I'd be like I don't have a problem with being short. I just wish everybody else didn't seem to have a problem with me being short.
I got to tell you, this picture I had not looked at very closely of this arena.
Yep.
This particular collector is unhinged. They hand painted all the figures to look like the cartoon. Think of how little those figures are and look at that detail. That's crazy. Although it's also kind of brilliant because they don't have to worry about their arena melting if they clear coated the figures.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of those figures are original from the 80s, and I don't really know that I want to cover them in a bunch of paint and stuff. But
yeah.
Also, you know, I've been pretty outspoken on the stream about how, like, to me, where collecting is concerned, like, I'm not like a purist. You know, I'm fine having an altered or like an unofficial or like bootlegs. Like, I think they're kind of cool.
I remember when you made your Toxic Avenger, like as one of your first big things on stream, at least.
Exactly.
Like that, like I really like that because I was like, heck yeah, like it was something that you wanted as a kid. That or did you have it as a kid or did you want it as a kid?
So I didn't have it. My brother had it when we were kids.
Okay.
And I remembered how much I loved it. Day Without Darkness says, because I immediately jumped to mentioning that you were physically small. Day Without Darkness says, I meant he's so young. Because her husband is also not a terribly tall guy. And says, so we appreciate folks of all sizes in our home. And I can tell you that that side of my family, because Day Without Darkness is my cousin, that side of my family, they are very short. It is the Irish side of my family where my brother and I are gigantic, tall monsters when we visit. And then when we go see my mom's side of the family, the Polish side, we are small.
Yep. Thank you.
My cousins on my mom's side tend to be right around 6'8" to 6'9".
That's ridiculous.
Like they're big, and some of them are taller.
Yep. What's really funny, my dad's uncle was a like Hall of Fame college basketball player. He's like almost 7 foot.
Wow.
It's kind of hilarious because like my mother is very short, so she basically like screwed me out of the gene pool of height. But
yeah, well, what's funny is if anyone met my parents, you would never assume my brother and I, who are both 6'3", could possibly be their kids. My dad is, I think he's 5'8". And my mom is 5 foot nothing and growing shorter by the moment. Yep. Like she's always, I mean, she fit in great with my dad's side of the family because when she met all of them, they're all her size. It's the same. My wife loves my dad's side of the family. She's like, I look like I belong here. Which is really funny because usually the members of the family she sees most would be me and my brother. And we tower over her. Okay. Day Without Darkness says she does. Yeah, she absolutely does. You know, families are interesting when you start to learn like who in your family is like who else. You know, my wife is a great deal like my grandmother was. Like they definitely have a lot in common. This figure's taking too long to open, so we're gonna go open the other one. Even though, you know, this one has the fists though. Tough call. All right, hang on. Going back to the drawing board here. The literal drawing board.
I had seen one I was going to send you, or maybe had sent, that I was like, oh, this is kind of a me pose, but I've forgotten, so I'll get back to you with that. I'm also just looking at the Kinnikuman figures.
Yeah, like I think if I start with this one, which was sort of the blank that Fresh Youngman started as, I can move some of the parts around and reposition it to sort of do the Fighting Irish pose. And I think if we sort of take the tact of, he's going to need to be like the character is going to need to be a little bit shorter. And I think most of the height we're going to take out is probably out of the torso. And then on the legs, I think because you wear the pants.
Yep, taller the pants, bigger the man.
I think we'll probably like on here you can sort of see almost like the joints of the character, how like the knee pads would go here and all that. I think we're probably going to swap those out for almost like straight cylinders, like very close to straight cylinders, to sort of mock the pants that go over your gear.
Yep.
See, Day Without Darkness says, I love how creative you are. Grandma would be so proud. Her crafting genes survived the next generations. Yeah, my grandma made all kinds of cool shit. Like the me doing toy making totally tracks with who my grandma was. When I was little, she knit for my brother an alligator, a little alligator figure that was dressed like a magician. And when you took his little knit hat off, it had a little flap that opened and a bunny could come out. Like
that's awesome.
Yeah, it had a string that ran through it so that like out of his cape, all of a sudden a little thing of flowers would appear in his hand. Like it did magic tricks.
By the way, I'm now just. I just want to say I'm looking. I'm going to send it to you right now because I just need the stream to see this. I'm just going to send this to General again. I'm sorry for cluttering it.
Hey, got to go somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, come on, just add on to the 1 second because it's one of the Kinnikuman figures, but it just looks like Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. Give me 1 second. This is literally just. There we go.
That does look like Heisenberg from Breaking Bad. Oh my God. As soon as it popped up, I saw it. I'm going to, for reference. As soon as it popped up, I saw it. Oh. For reference. As soon as it popped up, I saw it. I'm doubling up on audio now. How did I do that? As soon as it popped up, I saw it. I'm doubling up on audio now. How did I do that? Oh my God. I'm doubling up on audio now.
You can get best viewers.
Mute. Somehow my Twitch came unmuted. Yikes. Oh, cool. Yeah, I can get better viewers. I mean, I don't know. I think my viewers are pretty good.
I don't know. I mean, a couple of them. I think we could use some upgrades.
Well, we'll work on it. Really, what we really need is more.
Yeah, I'll give you some. So we're going for quantity right now.
Yeah, right, exactly. We'll get plenty, and then we'll just ban the ones we don't like.
Oh my goodness, this is genius.
See, that's how you do it. All right, I think if we try to get this into that Fighting Irish pose, I think we could have.
I was looking at one, and I really like how they kind of did it. So it's one that has like its arms kind of crossed. Or no, he has like his like I think he's like pounding his fist into his hand. I don't know what he's doing in those cases. And like. I don't know.
If you have the picture and you want to drop it into the Discord, I'll take a look.
Yeah, here, give me this. Come on.
Yeah, because
it's ridiculous. I have to move it from Google to my desktop, then to Discord. It will not go like directly in.
I do like the people who, like me, make custom versions. This is a sort of like squid thing that is clearly Jake the Snake Roberts from the WWF Hasbro figures on the head.
Oh, but he's a Lamia.
Yeah. They did have some that came out in Japan that were supposed to be actual wrestlers. So like this was an old Hogan from back when. This one has Brody and the Road Warriors and Flair and Jake Hogan. Yeah, it's Hogan there. Like they had some really cool ones. Come on, how do I get a hold of those? from Bandai from 87. Yo, I was 3 when these came out, and you were -20.
Yep.
That's Day Without Darkness was saying that saw the picture of him, was like, he's so young. Joey Nels, you correct me if I'm wrong. Have you turned 22 yet? Did that happen yet, or are you still 21? You just turned 21, right?
I'm 21 until September of this year.
Okay, that's right. I knew a 21st birthday had happened, and I wasn't sure if the 22nd had come and gone. But yeah, so like you're halfway through being 21. A little less than halfway through.
Yep.
Wild.
Oh, here. Okay, I found the other one I wanted just to send, just because I kind of like how they. Because I was thinking, if you can do it for the Fighting Irish, I don't want the if you could have one arm almost going off the side, but like the other one kind of in front, but like in the figure, if that makes sense. I'll send my kind of reference here.
Yeah. Send the photo of what you're thinking.
Yep. So like the guy with the ponytail, the way he has his arms crossed there.
Yeah.
If you could do it with like one of the arms kind of being like how his elbow is and stuff, and then have the other one going out like.
Okay, so if I'm on camera and I'm doing it, it's sort of like this.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, I gotta expand. Yes.
One that's in and attached to the body, and one that's kind of out. And I like that. I think that's pretty doable, and that's going to make the printing really clean. And I mean, admittedly, with the resin printer, what I've discovered is like, kind of anything I design, as long as it's not too small, just works. Like the figures I designed that have like the hands and everything, just worked. My little where's my example? Here's I have one of my prototype figures, but he's covered with gifts that fans have given me. But on screen you'll see his little hand there. All the fingers print nice and clean. Like in theory, the resin printing process is actually kind of violent on the plastic. And so in my mind that wouldn't work. Like they would snap, they wouldn't work. But I mean, careful placement on the print bed and some careful settings for it to, print a little more slowly than you might otherwise do it. And, carefully placed supports, and everything comes out nice and clean, and I have to do no cleanup work on it after, so with these little figures, everything so far has just kind of worked. So, Adam NX67 popped a hydrate. Adam NX67, I'm hydrating with some coffee because I didn't bring anything else in here. I was too busy setting up these cool sounds that everyone's so jealous of.
He's jealous of that.
I got to ask, Joey Nails, because you're on the call with me.
Yep.
When I hit those noises, do they come through for you?
No, they don't. No.
Okay.
No,
all right.
I don't hear them on the call.
All right. Cool. I wasn't sure where they drop in the computer. Because on mine, so their desktop audio, that wouldn't come for you. All you're getting is just my mic.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, where is my Tinkercad? There it is. All right, we are going
I sent to the figure, like the toys part of the Discord, and I think I also DM'd it directly to you on Discord. But I didn't realize that the Kinnikuman had a Buffalo Man that is literally just Rip Bison. Like I know, obviously way before him, but.
Yeah, so Buffalo Man, because
that's Brody, right?
Yep, yeah, that's Brody. They had basically everyone on their show was modeled after a real wrestler. And it's really cool because when you watch the series, it is impossible to miss. Like you watch it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I saw another one of Neptune Man. That's clearly his Ultimate Warrior.
Yep. Neptune Man is Ultimate Warrior or Kerry Von Erich.
Yeah, I was about to say Kerry. Yep.
And then some of them you just read the name and you know who it is, like Terry Man. Very clearly Terry Funk.
Terry Funk. Okay,
looks just like him.
Okay, Yep. Here I got like on like a names list.
I was gonna say Adam NX67's getting in on the conversation because he knows Kinnikuman a bit. So he's just jumping in with him right away. So the interesting thing about Terry, man, is that he was both he was sort of an amalgamation of Terry Funk and of Dory Funk.
Okay.
Which, like, makes sense, but is also like kind of weird to think about.
Trying to find like a list of like that has picture like full body pictures, because like some of them I'm looking at and I'm like, I'm certain there's a piece of their gear I'm just not seeing that's like would tell me who they are.
Yeah, it helps to have the reference pictures. I do believe that on the Kinnikuman wiki, the one that's in English, that there is some like, oh, here's who everyone was.
Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, I gotta see who Justice Man is. Okay, Justice Man doesn't appear to be anybody specific, at least to me.
Yeah, and it's possible like Justice Man could be, some of them are modeled after Japanese wrestlers, so they might be a little less recognizable.
Oh, there's one named God Von Erich.
Yep, that'll happen.
That's clearly that's just Fritz. Yep. Or David. Actually, that's probably David Von Erich.
It is probably David, yeah.
Yep. Now he's was a founder of the American Chojo. Actually, he might be Fritz, because it says he's retired.
Retired and a founder. That sounds like Fritz to me.
Yep. His trademark technique is the Iron Claw throw.
Yeah, that's Fritz.
Yep.
That's as Fritz as they come.
Yep. We have Excavator. He's part excavator.
Love that.
He's a member of the 5 Great Times, serving the God of Time. Okay.
Aren't we all?
What territory was he working out of in the back in the day?
Who, Fritz?
Oh, I was talking about I fought the God, Time God.
Oh, the Time God.
Yeah, I was wondering what was his work rate, right? Like Perry.
I believe he was big on holds. Big
on holds.
Yeah, I think he was
slowing it down.
Yeah, he was exactly. See, he was the time guy, so he'd slow it down.
Yeah, slow down.
He was the kind of
headlock taper off from there.
Yeah, the kind of exactly. He's the kind of old vet that would tell you like, kid, if you think you're going too fast, slow down. If you think you're going too slow, slow down.
Yep. Oh, Beauty Rhodes.
Beauty Rhodes. That's Dusty, right?
Yeah, but it's just Dusty. It's Dusty, but like they have him. It's just Dusty Rhodes. Like there's no like other than colors of his gear, but like even then, like I'm certain that he would have worn plain black trunks and black elbow pads at one point.
Yeah, almost certainly. Yeah.
He was an antagonist during the American Tour arc.
They say so. All right, let's. There's
a guy named Screw Kid.
Oh yeah, so because they were all anime characters, a lot of them were like kind of strangely like. They were like based on real characters, but then they were like based on other weird things. Like there's a guy who's like Ramen Man or Noodle Man or something like that.
I think I saw Ramen Man. Give me one second. Oh yeah, yep, Ramen Man.
Yeah, and he's like, he's ramen. Which always made me wonder, like, I wonder if later on that was what they sort of based Curry Man off of.
I'm pretty sure that like I think he said that he based it a lot on Kinnikuman. That Christopher Daniels was like, yeah, no, they wanted me to do a mask thing.
So one of the things that he talks about that I found really illuminating was that he didn't come up with the character. They kind of just hoisted it on him when he got to Japan. And that's so fascinating because when you think of Christopher Daniels, like, he's this indie legend. Like, why would you want him to be anything other than him?
Yeah.
But, I guess they know best.
But like, what's like, and this is just me trying to remember from like Instagram Reels clips of interviews. But like, wasn't it like that was kind of the point of the place that he like was going to, was that they were like, oh, we're doing like this like kind of masked character, like basically like obviously way before it, but kind of Chikara.
Yeah, it was very much that they were just they wanted the characters to be theirs, and yeah, that was basically how it was. Let's see. Adamanic67 says, I think Tiger Mask had a number of characters that were references to real wrestlers as well. It definitely did, and also the later versions of the show just straight up had just had the wrestlers.
Yeah, I started watching Tiger Mask. I want to say it was like Tiger Mask W or X. Or it was Tiger Mask near end of alphabet letter.
Yeah, it was Tiger Mask, very recently created.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe that's on Tubi, isn't it?
Yeah, Tubi. Yep. Tiger Mask W. Okay, I was right. Yeah, I absolutely loved it. I started watching it only because it was like a what culture list was like, oh, by the way, like Kenny Omega and the Bullet Club and Okada and stuff are in this show.
Suzuki, all in the show. But Suzuki's been on a number of animes, so that's not even like that big a deal.
Yeah.
He's been on animes and he's been on Sentais, so like he's done like monster fights.
They barely use him. I could have sworn that Suzuki was like a bigger, like kind of side character, or like he was kind of like one of Tiger Mask's pals.
Well, let's take a look here and see what comes up. Yeah, man.
Wait, oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like, let me get on the old Google image search and see what I can learn.
Minoru's, somehow in my head, Kazuchika Okada and Minoru Suzuki were the same guy in my like for a split second in my head. For a split second, I swear to God, I have overcome that mistake.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot Nagata was on the show too. But yeah, look who else was on the show. We got Evil and why am I blanking on his name? Adam's gonna yell at me in the chat. Naito. Tranquilo. Los Inconjurables de Japón. Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito, one of the greatest performers of the last 20 years, and I'm sitting here staring at a picture of his cartoon character going, shit, what's his name?
Yeah, who's that guy?
So Joey Nails, I have made this guy a little bit shorter, and I've changed his pose. What do we think of this? What do we think of this pose?
I am loving it.
This is about how we were imagining it?
Yep.
And do you care which side it's happening on? Because I can switch sides on it pretty easy. Like I can flip it so it's the other way.
Honestly, the other way was how I imagined it in my head.
Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do then, because does your gear have your name on it anywhere?
On like the butt of it says Nails.
So similar to what I have. Okay.
Yep.
Let me try. I'm going to see what happens if I just... Boom. Boom. One click and it's done. Let's go. That couldn't have been any easier.
Oh my god, you said to mirror it? That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it'll mirror every individual piece and then it's a real mess. Encrypted in the chat, keeping the stream alive, keeping that stream streak alive. Let's go. People see Cryptid's streak. They see Nika Bean's streak, and they're jealous of that.
He's jealous of that.
I had to trigger the sound again.
Of course.
Oh no, Encrypted lost her streak somewhere. Oh no. Oh no.
No,
that is that's terrible. We're gonna have to get those numbers up higher.
Not higher, eye level.
Damn you, Brock Lesnar. that took me. I was like, why are we mad at Brock Lesnar? I mean, other than the normal reasons, it's like, well, what are we mad about now? And then I was like, right, lost the streak. Almost at 90 for Nika Beans. Oh my goodness, that is crazy.
fine. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired. And I work with fucking children.
David Without Darkness says, I lose mine every time I drive to Queens. Damn kids. Damn kids. Wow, Adam's up to 55 on the watch streak. Holy crap.
Bro, it's mad.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this the sound feature on this. I am open if people have ideas for sound bits that should be in there. I have a few silly ideas, but you know, I'm open to others. All right, so if we're making this look like Joey Nails, let me get back to my Joey Nails pictures here, because this is as muscle figure as that gets. But we need to. So I think we want you in the hat, right? We want the hat.
Oh, most of I am nothing without my hat.
Okay, we need the what Johnny Torres would call the Johnny Idol hat. Johnny Idol is a wrestler who you've never met. He was the Perry to my Joey Nails. He was the wrestler that I like. Huh?
I've almost definitely heard, like, Sydney's definitely mentioned him.
Almost certainly, yeah. When I was new, he brought me out on the road a lot. He was one of my trainers. When he got older, right around the time he was like wrapping it up in wrestling, which I think his last match he would have been like 52 or 53, which is crazy. He had taken to wearing one of those hats a lot of the time, just not to the ring. It wasn't part of his gimmick. It was just part of what he did the rest of the time.
Yep.
That's right. Day Without Darkness knows Johnny Idol very well. He sang the song for Day Without Darkness's first dance at her wedding. Okay, Adam and X67, Winnie the Pooh saying "Oh Bother." That's a maybe for the sounds. I don't mind that.
Yeah, I'll say that would that fall in the public domain?
I don't believe that it does if it is specifically from the Disney cartoon.
No.
Yeah, that's one of the things. Like everyone's like, "Oh, it's Winnie the Pooh's public domain. Winnie the Pooh's public domain." Yes and no. If you draw Winnie the Pooh wearing just a red T-shirt and it's a little golden colored bear, Disney still owns the rights to that character likeness.
Oh yeah.
Like so, and then everyone said, "Oh, Mickey Mouse is public domain." No. Steamboat Willie as a character concept was made public domain. Mickey Mouse is still Disney's, and the Steamboat Willie cartoon is still Disney's. Like people forget that most of the copyright law in this country was written specifically for the Disney company. Like Disney basically like had a stranglehold on everyone who was making laws about copyright. So like the idea that, oh, Disney let one of their copyrights slide, like really? You really believe that? Because no, no, they didn't.
Yeah.
All right. So we need to reshape these legs a little bit, and then we got to see. Part of me thinks I was going to say a part of me thinks we could rough out the tank top on here, but I think we do that in Blender because we want some nice curves that follow the shape of the body there.
Yep.
When you wrestle, I'm looking at these reference pictures. You don't do any wrist tape or any elbow pads, right? It's just the arms.
Yeah, just the arms.
Cool. I did that for a very long time too. It was only in the last like year or two that for the first time in years that I started wearing anything on my arms. So let's see. We're gonna do the pants, and I see the suspenders in some shots and not in others.
I was wondering if you could have this. So like my new gear that I've been doing, like this, because I used like for most of that I've been doing the suspenders as like their own thing with the gear. Okay. But I've just been having like two things of spandex sewn on that could technically be suspenders, but they're not like actually for the gear. They're just on there, like normal. Like I've been having them dangle off the sides.
Okay. So you're talking like they would be sort of hanging down here, like they would be attached where suspenders go, but they would just sort of be hanging off.
Yeah, and like if you could do kind of like just like a layer, or not a layer, but like just kind of have them like attached to the legs, but like just that loop around the side of the legs, kind of.
Yep, I think we can do that. I don't see any reason not to. I think that'll work.
I remember I remember when I started watching AEW, and I think it was Santana, or it was him or Ortiz who had like the suspenders, but they would never actually wear them. They'd just be hanging. And I was like, that's such a cool look. I wonder like what he's wearing. That is that.
All right, so let's see. I'm going to bring in this little half dome. And I think we're going to try to work that as like sort of... I did this for the helmet on Fresh Youngman. And it worked pretty well. And I think if we pose it correctly, we can then reshape it in Blender to turn it... Because we sort of need that like... It's sort of taller at the back. And then it comes slim at the front. And then you get like the little bit of a bill. And I think that shouldn't be too hard to recreate. And I don't think we have to do a ton of it in the rough out. I just need something there. So let's go ahead and let's get our side view a little and get it back to where we sort of want it. Straight side view here. And it's definitely gonna come up in the front. So we're going to want to, maybe not that extreme, a little bit of that action. And then I'm going to sneak it back some because we're going to add the bill later. But I think this is going to be pretty much the shape we want as our starting point. Joey Nails setting the bit alert off and getting screwed by the people at Twitch. Hang on, I got you. I'm on it.
The commission.
eBay has a Smokey and the Bandit Screaming Eagle Black Trans Am Hot Wheels still on the blister pack. Hey Buck, can I borrow $400?
Hey Buck, can I borrow $400? All right, and then we're gonna move this on over to about there, and we will extend it on out. Right now it looks like one of those doofy helmets, like doofy hats that would have like a pinwheel on top, but we're gonna yeah, we're gonna make it better than that before we're done.
Okay.
All right. Let me hop back over to my reference image here. And your character is going to need the mustache, right? All the pictures I have here are mustache-less, but we need it updated with the mustache.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been needing to start doing stuff with the mustache, but I'm gonna get like new promo shots and like my high quality gear and stuff. I just need to get around to getting it done.
Yep, I get it. That's where I'm lucky. I haven't had new gear in some time, so it's not a big issue for me.
Yeah.
My gear maker has been not making me gear.
Yeah, so your gear maker's been beating the crap out of you on shows.
Hey, I don't know about beating the crap out of me. She squeaked out that victory. I hit her with a one-armed parry-go-round, sir.
And who tapped?
Well, look, I wasn't expecting her to put me in another damn submission. You know how many submissions she put me in? Let me give you a little inside baseball on that match, because I think it's fun to talk about how matches come together, and I don't really care enough about kayfabe to make a big deal out of it. We worked so hard on what we wanted that match to be before we went out. It's probably the most in-ring work on a match that I've done in a really long time. Because we both were sort of saying like, I think, the story here is that, I'm bigger than you. I'm the one who does the power, but because when I trained you, I mostly trained you on like technical stuff. Like maybe that's not really what you think of when you think of me wrestling. And, we should play with that a little bit. And so we sort of did, where we kind of said like, all right, well, Perry doesn't want to really wrestle Delmy in this story. That, of course, the real story is that all I wanted was to wrestle Delmy. So we kind of decided like, all right, well, let's go with the story where Delmy's trying to show up the teacher. This is her trainer. And she's trying to show him like, look at all the shit I can do that you taught me. So she's going to go for holds. She's going to go for complex technical stuff. And every time she does, she's going to grab me, but so much bigger than her. And in fact, when we tried out, the first thing we did, as soon as we got close enough, she grabs an arm wringer, snatches a headlock. And the instant the headlock was sunk in, I slammed my feet on the ground and just Saito'd her onto her brain. Just right out of her boots. And when we practiced it before the thing, she didn't know I was going to go that fast. And I didn't pick her up and give her the bump, but I picked her up to sort of mimic the move. And she just goes, "Oh my God." And I go, "What?" And she goes, "I didn't give you anything. And if you just kept going, I would have flown." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I've got 100 pounds on you." Like,
yeah.
What do you think is going to happen here? And she was like, "Oh, okay." And I was like, "I think that's the story of the match." And that was the moment that we kind of figured out what we wanted from the match, was saying like, okay, the story here is that I'm so much bigger than her that she has to figure something else out. Like she can't just go for the holds. So the story sort of became that she was realizing like, oh, I have to like weaken him before I try to cinch a hold. So, the first time she grabs the head, I suplex her on her brain. Yep. The next time she slaps me in the face, fucking kicks me in the head, ducks so I fall out of the ring, and when I come charging back in, she kicks me in the face. Then she grabs the head, and when I go to suplex her on her brain, she wrenches it in the air and now comes back down with a headlock takeover. So she learned that she was building on, he's too big. I can't just grab a hold. I'm not big enough to hold him. And by the end of the match, every new hold she got me in, the combos that she hit on me got longer, where she was stringing together like, here's a bunch of kicks followed by a super kick followed by I grabbed your arm and did that like code breaker to the arm. Now I'll cinch in a hold here. And like, even then, every time she grabbed a hold on me, the way the hold was broken was that I picked her up and chucked her. She grabbed me in a short arm scissors, a hold she had never done before that day. I taught it to her while we were practicing. And to her credit, she picked it up very quickly. She put me in that, and the way I got out of it, I deadlifted her so I could get to a damn rope. Like, it's a simple way of telling that story, but it's the only way that really makes a ton of sense, right? Like, our size difference is so huge, and her like, the story is it's speed and technique versus just brute strength. Drink this down. This is, again, I'm just sort of roughing out, trying to turn this leg into a pant leg here. And it's going to be a little oblong and strange, and there's going to be some little parts like this that stick out, but we're going to soften that down in Blender. Really, I am just going like, how do I make this into a leg? Yep.
I want to tell you, because you'd be proud of me. I am working towards being a Trunks guy.
Hell yeah. When I was new, and it's distinct possibility you've heard this story before. I tend to tell a lot of the same stories.
The chat.
When I was new, I was a long tights guy for maybe my first 10 matches. And then I got obsessed with a bunch of the old wrestlers that wore trunks, and a couple guys that I knew who were not in incredible shape started wearing trunks. And it was, in fact, Sidney Bacabella, who was like, you're tall. Big guys always look good in trunks. Just think about it. And I did. And he was right. Like, it added to my height and diminished how much people looked at how round I was. If Joey Nails becomes Joey Whipwreck, literally how you're being booked in EWA. So EWA, as I'm sure you'll probably know a little bit of the history there. When I was new, was like the company in Western Mass. It was based in Western Mass at the time.
Yep.
having been bought from, I believe it was Tony Atlas's, and then it had been bought by Dr. Heresy.
Yep.
Doc Heresy was one of the trainers at my school at the time, so that was where I worked.
Yeah, him and Booker really I'm really lucky where they really liked.
Bloopy in the chat. Love Bloopa. Welcome in, Bloopy. I'm gonna catch everyone up to speed here. For those that have tuned in late, because I have seen the numbers kind of come up, we are working on Joey Nails here in. What a funny picture to have as a reference.
My club.
Wait, what's your that one?
Yeah.
I love it. I like that is my newest
Yeah, we're working on Joey Nails in Tinkercad so that we can eventually move him over into Blender. All right, there we go. Looking good. All right. Yeah, we got Joey Nails live on the feed, assuming I didn't lose him.
Yeah, I'm still here, yo.
There he is. Yeah, it's this has been a fun stream. We finished the Fresh Youngman figure, so I'll be able to, maybe I'll be able to start that printing later. Right now, I have 9 fresh Perry Von Vicious figures sitting on the printer waiting to be pulled off and cleaned. So I still have to take care of those before I can run any test prints. Okay, so I'm thinking for the stuff I need to add here, we've kind of roughed out what we need. And I think this is going to work for now.
Oh, yeah.
So the deal is when we take this over into to sort of give like the overview of what's going to need to happen. When I take this into Blender, we're going to do some softening of the hands because right now the big like sort of soft cube that we use for this is still very apparent. We're going to soften the shifts between some of these pieces just a little bit to make them look a little more natural. We'll probably go in and do some work on the chest to sort of make it look like a muscle figure. Cause like, this is the thing about a muscle figure, right? It doesn't matter if you have like, it doesn't matter if you're jacked in real life. You're going to look a little jacked as a muscle figure. Like that's the point. And then we're going to reshape the hat to look like the Johnny Idol cap. And then these chunky bits we've added here, we're going to have to move around and reconfigure a little bit to turn into Joey Nails pants. Then we will sculpt on his singlet top, and we will sculpt in his sort of faux suspenders kind of attached to the legs, sort of dangling.
Yep.
And I think once we add the face and the mustache, and I guess, you know what? Yeah, that's right. We're going to have to add some hair coming just off the back of the head here. It's short hair, but it is noticeable. So it's all important. Yep. And, I kind of like, I'm looking at the reference pictures and I kind of like when I see like this one, we're going to need some hair coming out from under the hat. Like in a few of them, I see that it's apparent in the front. So I think that's gonna add some character to it, Bloopy says, I need 17. Well, I mean, pretty soon, you'll need the Joey Nails figure. You'll need the Perry minifigure. And we just finished Fresh Youngman earlier. Fresh Youngman looking good. Look at our guy. Look at him. Looks fantastic. Got his beard, got his ponytail, got his ears finally worked out, his helmet. He's looking great. All right. That's right. Adam NX67 is waiting on his shirt. Adam, because of my work schedule, your shirt will ship on Saturday. Adam NX67 ordered himself one of the yellow Epcot style shirts. I will say the Perry Cat shirt came in. I have them now. The Edward Gorey cat is in. Bloopy says, I want a shirt. Bloopy, shoot me a message. Joey Nails, do you have shirts yet?
No, I am working. I'm basically kind of waiting on my next paycheck. Just like I could order them, but I don't want to like drain my bank account off of just like and also I don't have a lot of shows coming up at the moment.
I'm sorry. Did you just say you don't want to drain your bank account?
I know. This is ridiculous.
So I see someone, I can't remember who it was, spending a lot of bits and sending a lot of gift subs on my channel.
I know. It's kind of, I'm well aware how.
And look, I'm not going to tell you not to. It's appreciated.
No, because you see, I'm responsibly financially irresponsible, Perry.
I love it.
I keep just enough, or like, spending the $20 on bits every once in a while is, it to me, doesn't matter, because my paycheck still comes through every 2 weeks. That's like a max ammo for my.
That's what I do. I try to, I keep a little in reserves for the fun stuff, and then the stuff that I need gets taken care of on its own. Bloopy, I got to address Bloopy. Bloopy says, "Wait, what's a mystery box?" You'll see in the background here, floating around, there's a mystery box. Mystery box is very important. Joey Nails is the only person to have bought a mystery box, which Joey Nails, we will talk about when and how that's getting to you, because I know at some point we'll be at a show together. So it seems a little silly to ship it, since I'll be seeing you at some point.
It's all good.
The mystery box, Bloopy, here's how it works. At the beginning of the month, or after someone else has already bought it, it starts fresh. It starts anew with 3 toys from my collection. I have a vast collection of toys, some older, some newer, some of me, and 3 trading cards. And I keep all kinds of weird trading cards. They're from cartoon series. I have old New Kids on the Block trading cards from movies, but none of them are really sports, right? It starts with 3 of each, 3 trading cards and 3 toys. And every stream that passes, 1 new item is added to the mystery box until someone buys it, or until a new month starts. The first of the month, mystery box starts back over. So it's sort of it's a guessing game, right? It's a little bit of a gamble. Like, say there's 5 streams left to the month, and you go, I want there to be more stuff in there. But what if Joey Nails buys it before you can, and then it starts back over? Oh, you waited too long. So it's tricky. It's tricky. But yeah, Joey Nails is our first to have purchased one. See.
Yeah,
I just got your message, Joey.
Yeah. I just wanted to send that. I just wanted to make sure that got through to you.
No, that got through. How much is the mystery box? That is a great question. Let me go ahead and
3,000 bits.
Yeah, I believe it is 3,000 bits. It's pricey because it includes shipping.
Giving it away.
Shipping is free. In Joey Nails' case, because I will hand it to him. In most other people's case, because I'm including it in the cost. It is listed there on the expensive bits, the alerts 3. Of course, if the mystery box is a bit much for someone, you can always pop a karaoke. You can rattle a bog. We can watch Michael Jackson dance around Disneyland, or we can see Bustard's Awards, mother.
You could eat broken glass.
You can do anything if you set your mind to it. You got to believe in yourself.
I know.
All right. I think what I want to do, I'm looking at sort of what these shapes are doing and how they sort of play in the space. Because we got to give you some high-waisted pants. The pants are high-waisted.
Yeah.
And also by making the pants sort of high, because I'm not actually making the figure that short. It's a little bit shorter than some of the other figures will be, because that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's not actually that short. And that is because I want it to look like it belongs with the others. And because if we make it too small, these are already small to begin with. Make it too small, it's going to be kind of hard to do anything with it.
I have struggled to sell those D&D miniatures. I had you print for me.
yeah. Once they're too small, it's tough. It's tough. So what I'm doing here by making this piece smaller and keeping the waist high, it's an optical illusion that does make you look shorter. Like having the high waist makes a person look shorter. It's something that Rip Bison has struggled with. Rip Bison, when someone thinks of me and Rip Bison, Rip seems short. But in reality, Rip's like almost 5'11". That's not a short guy. Like, You know, I believe he's 5'10" and a half. Like that's a big dude. And now admittedly, yes, I am a few inches taller than him, but like it's only a few inches. Like,
yeah,
but it doesn't feel that way in your mind. Isn't he much shorter than me? And it's partly because he wears those tights that are so high waisted. There's an optical illusion there that makes him look smaller.
And wasn't he the one that gave a whole gears portion of that seminar?
Yes, and admittedly, he doesn't care about looking shorter. To his credit on that, I will say the high-waisted thing is a thing he likes. He likes that it looks like old school wrestlers. So that's an active choice he's made, I will say. Let's see. Okay, hang on. I'm getting caught up on the chat here. Let's see. It's an illusion, Michael.
I'm by the way, Adam, I want to say I'm loving all the Yu-Gi-Oh references. Big Yu-Gi-Oh guy.
I don't get the reference because I'm old.
It's fine. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired. And I work with fucking children.
Saying he could rock a kill. Damn right, Rip could rock a kill.
Yeah, he could and he probably should. All right. So I'm going to call this pretty good. So what we need to do, this is an important last step. So you all watched when I did the work on the first figure, the Perry figure. And there were some areas I struggled with making them look right. And I couldn't figure out why it was behaving so weirdly in Blender. And it was because I skipped this crucial step before exporting. Because I could export this whole thing right now and it will sort of, all the pieces land together as one piece and I won't be able to like move them apart. But they won't move together like they have one sort of skin in Blender. They'll move independent of each other, which is really annoying when I'm trying to like smooth two parts together, but one's kind of folding under the other. The last step is this grouping everything. And it's really important. It makes the whole thing behave completely differently in Blender. And I learned it the hard way. All right, so I'm letting that, you see how the lines on it are red? Joey Nails, because I know you're going to be doing some 3D design at some point because you've got the printer and you've watched me do enough of it that by now you've probably learned through osmosis.
Yeah.
In Tinkercad, when you see this red outline instead of a black outline, that means that it's actually still working. It's not done grouping the piece yet. It's still chugging along because it's all done through the cloud. I'm at the mercy of their computers, which are also working for a bunch of other people at the same time.
Yep.
But while it's doing that, Joey Nails, title our piece, and then I'm going to go into Blender. The first thing I'm going to do is export this as an STL onto the old desktop. That way, I don't have to reopen it later to do the same thing.
By the way, I just wanted to say now, for like if for whatever reason I'm not on the stream where you do like the lettering on my gear, I want a Z at the end of nails. I'm trying to make that a thing.
Trying to make that a thing. Got it. Bloopy says, Yo, Perry, have you played Inscription? I have not. I'm not familiar. Hang on. I'm going to go. Whoa. What is this? Oh, it's a card-based Odyssey. Blends deck building. Oh, my God. So I've never done anything that is card-based with deck building. I've never done any of it, like, which is crazy because people know what a nerd I am, right? Like, if you had
you have such weird gaps in your nerdum,
dude, right? Like the fact that I've never played Magic the Gathering, I've never played D&D. I was never into Pokemon, like unless like it's the ones everyone knows. Like I can't even name Pokemon. Like, isn't that crazy? All right, so just opened a new thing here in Blender. Getting rid of Uh-oh. Eric Baddour's posting me on Twitter. Awesome.
Oh, I'm also just kind of looking at Kinnikuman like stuff on eBay, and like I really like the SH figure. Like SH Figure Arts figures are like some of like my favorites, and they have a whole bunch of Kinnikuman ones.
They're so good, right?
Yeah, like
SH Figure Arts. Rocco from Mega 64 is obsessed with SH Figure Arts, and he does whole updates. Yeah, I've only ever heard good things. He does whole updates on his YouTube about just what new things he's bought from SH Figure Arts.
That's awesome. He or not he, but like they I remember I first heard of them because they came out with a Triple H figure.
Hell yeah.
And like then I got into like their Dragon Ball series because I got really into like the idea of Dragon Ball. Never been a big Dragon Ball guy, but like my senior year of high school, all the designs and everything were like just it's scratching an itch in my autistic brain.
Yeah, when you come across something that really latches on that way, it's the kind of thing you got to chase that. Okay, hang on, I'm getting caught back up on the chat here. Loopy says, "I thought you'd be Mr. Pokemon." Yeah, I know, right? Like it seems like it would attract for me. And then let's see. Who's my favorite? Okay.
Sorry, I mean,
getting caught up on the chat. Yeah. I'm discussing things where I'm looking at it and I'm going, I think I know what that is. Gotta grab a photo here real quick because I'm doing that thing where I'm multitasking because we all have ADHD.
Yeah. Hey.
So I'm responding to a tweet while having a conversation with you while streaming.
Having a chat.
Yeah. It's, look, I'm all over the place. I love having the soundboard. I can't wait to have more weird sounds on there. Joey Nails, what sounds should I put on there?
I'm gonna record another winter one for you. Or if not right. That, a winter or something.
Say that again.
I'm gonna get another winner, like whether it be a video for a bit alert or like a thing for that soundboard. I'm gonna get it to you by like 2 weeks.
Hell yeah. Yes, forbidden. I every once in a while I look over at the chat and I'm like, what are they talking about?
Yep.
That's just me being an old man.
It's fine. I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired. I work with fucking
talking
children.
About a card game from the 90s.
Well, I didn't play card games then either. I'm having to respond to someone on Twitter, and it requires me to go way back into my photos. So, like a true professional on my live stream, I'm literally just staring at my phone.
Hey, it's coming up on 11. You've done your 2 hours. You can coast through the rest. Oh, it is up on 11. You're right. And we did a lot here. We got Fresh finished up. We got the roughed out version of your character. Which reminds me, we want to hop back over here. Good. It's done. It's done grouping, which means now I can export it. Once that's done, I can drop it into Blender, and then it'll be ready for when next week comes around. And it's time to refine the character. Cool.
See here. Oh, I'm so close to the picture I need. I've been scrolling for a lifetime here.
What are you responding to?
So my buddy Eric Baddour, who was the head producer for Mega 64 for years, and then he moved away to Austin, Texas, where he was the head producer for Rooster Teeth. And then when they went under, he and the guy, the main the Michael and Jordan from Rooster Teeth, they started their own company now, and they have their own series of podcasts that they run together. And he's still based in Austin, left everyone he knew in San Diego to move out there. So he's just stuck around. He also does commentary for a bunch of the biggest promotions in Texas. He does commentary for New Texas along with a number of others. And he knows a bunch of the wrestlers that we know because wrestling is, as you know, a small, small world. And we just announced that Jaya Jewel will be coming out and making his grind debut in May. And the Cajun. He is he's our homie from West Coast Pro, where he teams with Seabass Finn and where he was trained by Levi Shapiro. And
I was gonna say, because he posted, I was like, I swear I've seen Seabass with this guy.
Yep. That's exactly right. And we just announced him, and someone that Eric knows retweeted the announcement, excited to see him coming, and says, yeah, rumor has it that Grind out there really rules. And Eric Bador responded under it and said, I don't know, is this true at Perry Von Vicious? Because he knows that I was Grind Grand Champion and stuff. So I had to respond confirmed, but I wanted to find a picture of me in front of the Grind doors. And the only one I could think of was when I first won the belt. And I took a picture after the show. So it was good because it has the logo twice. It's on the doors behind me and it's on the belt when I'm standing there. So I needed the right picture to like attach. But I got there. We made it happen.
The company man, goddammit.
That's right. So we got our roughed out Joey. I think that came along really well. And we got Fresh finished up.
Sorry, but also I want to vote for, and I will even fund this. I want a Seabass Finn Keshi at some point.
Oh, is that right? I do know. I won't say who because I don't want to blow up his spot and spoil it. But at Grind, so that narrows it down a little bit. One of the wrestlers there is the first wrestler to just straight up tell me like, what's it going to cost for me to have a little Keshi figure like yours? Because I loved the muscle figures when I was a kid, and I want them. So
I like when they were a kid. I think I know who this is.
Well, you might be surprised, but you might be right. I mean, when you got to think of who was at Grind.
May I text you real quick?
You may. But yeah, so soon, I mean, it'll all be given away pretty soon on stream when I start working on his figure. No, it was not Jay Freddy. A solid guess, though. So you were just thinking who's old.
Yeah.
But most of the Grind roster is older than you, and the muscle figures are still sold today. So there's not really an era for them. Encrypted Cryptid says, I may or may not have put Grind over every chance I got. I appreciate that. We all appreciate that. It was not Skyros either. You can just guess on stream. You can just say the names. I'm just going to tell you who it's not.
I didn't want to blow okay. So
I mean, truth be told, even if you do get it right, I'm just going to say yes, and I don't really care. Like we can blow up their spot, but only if you guess it though.
Let's see. Okay, Grind.
Day Without Darkness says, between you, Taryn, and Sean, I'm 1 degree of separation from the world. My Aunt Taryn and Uncle Sean are like true blue showbiz people. Sean was producer of 60 Minutes and 60 Minutes 2 for a long time, and then worked for ESPN as like a very high up person for a long time. Taryn has been on and off Broadway most of my life. So like they are, they're proper showbiz people. And then I live in the world of carny trash showbiz.
Ryan Mooney.
Yes, there it is. That is the first person who has like just come out and said, I don't know what it costs, but I want those. And I think he's actually also going to do the Hasbro style figure too. He and I were talking about that because he's not really inclined to do the painting on his own. And because the painting is very time consuming, that's a big, I mean, you've all watched me do it on stream. It's time consuming. Yeah. Because of that, I have to charge significantly more if I'm painting the figures. Like when I do them for Rip and Delmy, they paint them themselves. So I'm able to make their figures at a very reasonable rate, especially considering they're like very close friends of mine. But if I'm painting them myself, it's pricier. But I purposely price everything. And Joey Nails, I think you and I have talked prices on some things in the past. I purposely price the things knowing like, okay, how many of these do they have to sell before they break even? And if that number is more than like 4, I don't think that's good. Like, I think, yeah.
Sorry, I just want to say, Nika Bean says that you should outsource it to children from third world countries, I believe, is where painting should be outsourced to.
I mean, the painting certainly could be outsourced. The other thing to consider is, Nika Beans, I can tell you what I'm going to charge.
Perry Von Vicious Sweatshop.
Are you searching that as a domain name?
Yeah, it's open.
Nika Bean says, it's me. I'm the third world countries. So what I think is, Nika Beans, we'll talk and I'll tell you what I charge per figure to paint them. And if you feel like you can do it for less, I can tell Mooney, for example, hey, Nika Beans is going to paint them for you, and you can pay me this much, pay them this much for painting it, and we'll just do it that way. We won't have them go through me with me passing them off to you. I'll hand you the figures when I'm done. He'll pay me, and then he'll pay you once they're painted, and we can do it that way. Like, I'm happy for you to undercut me. Like, I don't mind at all. Oh, if you want to do it cheaper, I do it pretty cheap. If you want to do it cheaper, then I would do it. You're welcome to it. Like, by all means. Yeah, Day Without Darkness says, I do have grandchildren you can use. Yeah, when you get the Hasbro's done eventually, we can see who puts in the lower bid. Harry Von Bean's Construction.
I'm like the state of Maine, always going to the lowest bidder, okay?
I mean, like, that's how business is done. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. All right, I think we are rolling up on the end of the stream here. So, Joey Nails, real quick before you hop off here, let the folks know where can they see you? Where's Joey Nails Wrestling coming up? Give us a couple of dates.
I'm gonna make an appearance next Friday, May 1st with Creative Pro Wrestling. I will be accompanying my father, Sidney Bacabella.
Of course.
And my next Joey Nails date is May 23rd for EWA. So, make sure to tune into that, not some pro wrestling grind. You gotta.
Are those on the same day? Is the next grind on the 23rd?
I just checked because I was gonna see if I can make it, but I'm booked.
I'm booked, Terry. I'm booked, Perry.
Yeah, I'm booked, Perry. And for social media, mostly on Instagram. I believe it's Lil Joey Nails with a Z. And on Twitter, I am LJ Bacabella, which that's basically what I use for almost all my Bacabella stuff is Twitter.
Nice, awesome. And all right. Well, Joey Nails, thanks for hanging out. And we will we'll continue some work on this figure next week because I think
Deuces.
I'm a monster. See you, Joey Nails. Thank you, my friend. All right. Joey Nails, everybody. Joey Nails. Let's see the Joey Nails emotes in the chat before we call it a stream here. Get those popping around. Always nice to have our pal Joey Nails hop on. Very cool to make the figure of him. We got a whole new pose going on with our little guy here, and I think it's very promising. I think there's a chance this is going to be a really great figure when it's done. Joey Nails is you know, look, when you're new in wrestling, there's a lot of things that people don't get right. But Joey Nails is, there's a term that I hear Matt Cardona use a lot when he talks about toys, toyetic. It's being the type of aesthetic that lends itself to a toy. And there's so much about Joey Nails that really does lend itself to a toy. And so I think this is going to make for a very nice toy, a very cool little figure. And with any luck, it'll make Joey Nails a whole bunch of money he can spend right here on the channel. Thank you all so much for hanging out on the toy making stream. We did make some great progress on Fresh Youngman, who I think I've already closed out of. Yeah, I did close out of him. So yeah, we will be back again tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. I will be back at 7, not 9, 7 o'clock, playing some Stardew Valley with Mr. Johnny Torres. A really fun stream, really hyped that we swapped over to Stardew Valley. I was enjoying No Rest for the Wicked, but playing Stardew Valley with a second person is very cool. And so far has been really fun. Right now, I'm going to see if there's someone that we can raid so that we can have some fun. Oh, no way. Okay, we might raid someone that we haven't raided before. I'm just checking to see if they're actually streaming. Yeah. Oh, that might be pretty. Okay. Yeah, that seems kind of fun. All right, you know what? I'll ask you guys. I'll put it to all of you. We can raid the Mega 64 crew. It is their weekly Poorly Played stream going on over there. Garrett Hunter, who wrestles as Strife in the San Diego area, hosting that. Or we can raid Contra Code, who is currently doing a watch party of 80s and 90s TV commercials. What do you guys think? Poorly Played stream the PPS, or head over to see the 80s and 90s TV commercials? What are we feeling? What are we feeling? I'm thinking it's probably going to be Contra Code. I spell it all correctly. Yeah. We're gonna go see the commercials. It says no matches. Okay, I guess we're rating. There we go. Yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. I will see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. with Johnny Torres for Stardew Valley. You know what? We're going to cancel that raid because he's got a subscriber only chat and I'm not into that. That's lame. We're going to raid Mega 64, I guess. Thank you all for hanging out while I get the raid going. Remember, when we hop over there, throw some Perry emotes in the chat. Let them know we're there. Be friendly, hang out, chat with them a little bit. And I will see you all tomorrow at 7 o'clock with Johnny Torres for Stardew Valley. Shouts out to Joey Nails for hopping on. Shouts out to Bloopy for hanging out. Adam NXX7, Day Without Darkness, Ryan, Nickabeans. And I know there were some other folks who came and went. Thank you all for hanging out. It was a blast, and I will see you all tomorrow.